Hey fam, in this video we look at 7 life-changing books that I have read and I think would be awesome for you to read as well. Let's get into this video that is a mix and match of different types of books. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the video. Hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi Achudume. If this is your first time here, you are super welcome. I am so excited to have you here with me. So here on this channel, we'll talk about topics, tips and tricks that help us grow fearlessly into the best versions of ourselves. So if you're interested in videos, topics, tips like this, please click the subscribe button so you get notified when we have new videos up. If you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome again. I am so excited to have you with me. Thank you for sticking with me and following me on this process. I am very grateful and I do not take your time for granted. Today's video, I am going to be telling you about 7 life-changing books. Yes, 7 life-changing books that I have read over time. So some of these books I have had for as long as 7 years, 8 years some. So they are not all new books, but they are very good books. So I'm going to be sharing with you this. Yes. Okay. So with these books, I am a reader. I love to read and I am still old school when it comes to reading, so I still like to buy books like this. I would still like to go to the bookstore and check and read the what's it called? Synopsis. Yes, the synopsis of the book. I want to see what the book is about, who the author is and all of that, and I don't want to just see it by scrolling through my phone. I actually want to hold the book and read it, because there's just something about holding a book when you're reading it. It just makes the book make more sense to me. I do have some books on my phone though, and I have some digital books that I still read on my phone, but I just would rather have a book that can hold a physical book than have a digital book. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 life-changing books that I have read and I think could be great additions to your library. And if you have not even started reading, you don't like reading, these are books that would help you to start as well. So that being said, let's get into exploring the pages of this book together. Oh, I should say, all of these books are not the same genres. They are all different books. So I have some motivational books, not motivational books, but like self-development books. I have self-development books. I have novels. I have relationship books. I have spiritual books. And then it's just a mix and match of different types of books. So I don't just read one type of thing. I read different types of books except a particular one. Okay, so I'm going to be exploring each and every one of these and telling you my favorite parts, the lessons that I got from the book and why you should be getting the book, okay? So let's get into this. So the first book I'm going to be getting into is Believe Bigger by Marshawn Evans Daniels. Marshawn Evans Daniels. So it's a book on discovering the path to your life purpose. This book was one of the best books that I read in 2020. Yes, I read this book in 2020 and it was so amazing. Long story short, this book I got because a friend of mine was asking me to get it for her, and then I got to the bookstore and I was like, oh, if she was so particular about me getting this book, I should also get it as well. So I just got the book because I can't be buying a book for you and I'm not getting it for myself as well. But when I read the book, it was like, yes, it was a very good investment for me to have made, and it's a very good book. So basically this book, I think I have a review of this book on my blog. I'm going to leave the link in the description bar so that you can check that out. But the book basically talks about how you can start your journey of discovering purpose, the path that you want to be on, and the different things that you can be doing even before you realize that you are in purpose. So it also talks about all the stages that you would probably have to go through. So the stage where you doubt yourself, the stage where you are actually sure of what you want to do, but it also feels like you're doing the wrong thing. So the book is divided into 3 zones. We have the comfort zone. So in the comfort zone is where you feel like where you are is where you should be, but deep down you know that there are other parts of you that you should be exploring, and you are probably not even in where you should be, but it's paying the bills and you feel comfortable in it, so you're staying there. And then the second zone is the growth zone. So it is in this zone that you feel like there is a shaking. You feel like everything is not working out anymore. You just feel tired, exhausted, frustrated, and you just need to move out of that zone. And then the third zone is the glory zone. So in this zone is where you find your voice, you find your gift, you find your influence. Basically, this book is a great book, and I would definitely encourage you to get it. I'm going to leave a link in the description bar if you would like to get it, so that you can get it there. It's a really great book that renews your mind on everything called purpose and leads you on the right path. With this book, you know that there is somebody on the journey with you, and there is somebody that has gone through the journey that you are going through as well. So it's a really great book. With this book, she has also come up with a devotional. I haven't gotten that. I'll probably get that soon, but she has come up with a devotional that will help you to read the book better, study, and write down your reflections, so you know where you are and where you are going to. So this is one of the religious books that I have. Marshawn Evans is a businesswoman. She describes herself as a reinvention strategist and serial entrepreneur. So she's not a pastor, but she is a Christian that wants to lead you on the purpose that God has for you. I should say that I am not stating this out in any particular order. I'm just saying them the way I picked the book. So this one is Born a Crime by Trevor. This is a novel, and I really enjoyed it. So this is one of the few novels that I have read. It's a really great story because it just basically takes you through the journey of South Africans' apartheid through the lens of a young boy that was basically born a crime. So he was born as a mixed child in South Africa, where white and blacks were not even supposed to interact or even talk to each other. So this book here, it is almost an historical book, but it's a personal historical book in the sense that you see a lot about Trevor's life, where he comes from, and his relationships with his parents, his grandparents, and the people that lives around him, both white and black, and also the story of South Africa and its apartheid season. So this is a very relaxing book that you can read. I think I read it in about 2 days or maybe less, because when you start reading it, you do not want to drop it because it has a lot of cliffhangers at the end of each chapter. So it's a very relaxing book. It's a very great book, and it is a very knowledgeable book as well. So this is a very good book if you want something to relax and also know more about South Africa. The Smart Money Tribe. This one is a business book. I got the first one, and when she started writing this one, she kind of took us along the journey of writing, publishing this one on Instagram, and I was like, when this book comes out, I am definitely going to get it. I made my sister get me this book because I could not access it. This book is so good. It talks about friendship, and it also talks about business. The business, financial investment, basically financial security and stability. It's such a great book. It was the first book that kind of made me to be more aware of saving and investment. So when this one came out, I had to get it. So this book basically talks about 5 friends that are very close. They talk about everything, including their finances. They also learn to invest together. So it's just a very easy book, but it has so much knowledge that if you're not careful, you would miss the lessons if you're just carried away by the story. The story is so captivating, and then the lessons in it. But she makes sure you don't get carried away, because at the end of each chapter, she reminds you of the lessons that you're supposed to get. So you learn about investment, you learn about saving, you learn about having your own business, setting it up right, not just jumping to conclusions and thinking that because you were able to buy a few things you can sell. She also makes you aware of the fact that you can actually be in business and not be making money. So it's just a very good book when it comes to financial stability, financial security, investment, savings, and also building great relationships. The relationship that the ladies have together is so amazing. It made me very conscious of building great friendships with my friends as well. So this is a very good book. Don't be deceived by the cover that it is pink and it's just ladies. Even men can get so much knowledge from this book. So yeah, this is a great book if you're looking for something to start you on your journey of financial investment. Get this. She basically describes this book as an African woman's guide to making bank, and it is actually true because she opens your eyes to seeing the importance of actually making bank. And not just that, she also opened your eyes to seeing how you can, even if you are stuck, even if you don't know what you want to do or how you should do it, you would find ways to do it in this book. It's a mix and blend of your friendship circle and your money circle. So it means that if you and your friends are only gossiping, then that friendship is not even right for any reason. You should be able to have money conversations with your friends. You should be able to make money with your friends. You should be able to talk about investment opportunities with your friends. In this book, I think it's the second one where they start an investment club. The 5 friends start an investment club. I'm trying to not give away so much about the book, but the story is very captivating and it's really, really great. So we have 5 different types of ladies described in this book, and I'm sure you're going to find yourself in one of them. So I'm just going to read the 5 different types of ladies that we have here. We have the real estate executive. So she has her own money, she has her own coins, but she also has a very bad money habit. So she used to live beyond her means and she was making so much money, but she was still in debt. And so she had to check herself and be wiser with her spending. And then we have the oil and gas big babe. So this one has, of course, a lot of money, but she also has family responsibility, a lot of family members depending on her, and she does not know how to say no to them. So she says yes, yes, yes at her own detriment, up until the point where she does not have any more money. So she has to be again wiser with her money. And then we have the fashion entrepreneur. So this one has money, her dad has money, her family has money, so she's in business but she's not making money because she does not know the difference between her own personal money and her business money. And then we have the fantabulous housewife who is married into money, and then at a point the family loses the money and she has to struggle and make ends meet. And then we have the conservative lawyer who finds herself entangled with a husband that doesn't work and is not ready to be responsible financially even with her own money. So it is again a great book for financial studies. This is the MBA you need. So the first book I have is The Wait by Devon Franklin and Meagan. Obviously they are husband and wife, and it talks about a powerful practice for finding the love of your life and the life that you love. This book is the oldest of the books that I have here. I think it was a gift. My pastor gifted it to me when I was in uni. So this book is very relational in the sense that it's different, extremely different people that decided to be together, not just on their own, but because God had said they were going to be together. So Devon is a pastor of a church and Meagan is an actress. So they met on set, and then Devon said she was going to be his wife, even if everything about her was not speaking pastor's wife material. So basically in this book you hear from the two sides, the husband and the wife, their journey and their process. So even if Devon was a pastor, he still had to learn so much from Meagan and also learn how to be the best husband for her. And Meagan also had to do the same. So it's basically two people telling you their different sides of their own personal growth and then deciding to grow together. I hope I summarized it well. Again, I'm trying to not give so much. So they both share their life-changing message and also emphasizing that you do not need to rush, but you should be willing to wait and be certain and be sure that you are taking the right step. But it gives really good real-time advice on what to do when you're waiting as well. So it's not just talking about when they got together, but individual stories. So who Devon was before he met Meagan, who Meagan was before she met Devon, their individual growth, how they learned to be okay to be whole by themselves before they decided to be whole as a family. And I think that is something that we are skipping a lot in this generation. We are not being whole on our own, and so you're just looking for somebody to fill in the gap that you have. This book is great for your personal relationship with God, your relationship with your partner, and your relationship with yourself. So yeah, this is a very great one as well. I forgot to add that this is also a spiritual religious book because it's a book on doing relationship the way God wants it to be done. The fifth book, I don't know if you can see it, this book was insane. As in, I saw this book at the bookstore at the airport. Like, I was legit, I'd read the first one and I was just walking by the bookstore in the airport and I saw it. I was like, oh cool, let me get it and see. And this book is rude. Yes, this book is very rude. It would call your bluff with no apologies at all. So it's get your stuff together, how to stop worrying about what you should do so you can finish what you need to do and start doing what you want to do. This book, when I say a book is rude, this book is rude. This book tells you like what you are worried about that is not even adding to you, adding to your pocket, adding to your destiny, is what you're wasting your time on. And it says that without even thinking of how it will hurt your feelings. Like, it just tells you straight off that what you're doing does not make sense. So it's written by Sarah Knight, and Sarah Knight is an international best-selling author that basically built the life that she wants to live by not caring what other people think. So that is what this book is. It tells you that you should focus on you, what you want to do, what you should be doing, and not what you think you should be doing. So if you're looking for the book that will call you out for your mess up, this is the book for you. Yeah. So this next book is written by one of my favorite persons in the whole world, Sarah Jakes Roberts. Okay, so it was Sarah Jakes here, but now she's Sarah Jakes Roberts. And this book, I have another one that I wanted to feature here, but I wanted to use this one because this book is kind of like a devotional. So it's written, it doesn't have long chapters. The chapters are very short, so it's like a devotional. She just tells you something that she learned on a journey of colliding with destiny, and then she gives you reflections to reflect on it as well, and a journal prompt if you would like to. So this book was really great. I enjoyed every single bit of it. It's not exactly a story, but it has elements of a story in it. So how she got pregnant at a very young age, gave birth, got married, was in a wrong relationship, came out of that, had to go back to her father's house and face the scrutiny of being a bishop's daughter with so much baggage and damage, and coming out of that and being who she is now. So it has elements of that in it, and just basically tells you how she was forced to come out of the life that she was living to colliding with her destiny, which is what we are enjoying now. So this book is a great book on finding hope in the legacy of Ruth. So she kind of bases this book on the story of Ruth in the Bible. So it has chapters, verses from the Bible that she explores and talks about, and helps you to see how you can pattern your life in the right way while you're colliding with your destiny. I feel like I've said colliding with your destiny so much. So Sarah Jakes Roberts is a great international speaker, author, host of Woman Evolve, and she's my auntie. So yes, so she's very relatable in the sense that she can relate to people at whatever phase of life that they are in. So with this book, it expands and explores again things about hitting destiny, meeting destiny when you do not expect it, what to do on your way to destiny, what to do when you're waiting for destiny to hit you. So this is another spiritual book by Sarah Jakes Roberts, and it is a great read. You don't have to rush this one. You can read a chapter every day because it's written like a devotional. And the final book I'm going to share with you is Heart and Hustle by Patricia Bright. I love Patricia Bright because she's so hardworking, and she has been able to make a living from being a Instagram social media person. So she has a background in financial consulting. She worked in finances in UK for a long time. Even while she started her YouTube channel, she was still doing this. So this book is very explanatory when it comes to building a business, anyhow you want to build a business. So she tells you about her life, how she started, how she has grown from starting and being shy of her YouTube channel to actually making it a business and exploring different types of business from it. Now she has so many businesses. She had a hair business, she has a journal business now, a financial services business, and all of that. And all of this she was able to do with our YouTube platform. So she made YouTube not just her helping YouTube to get views, but also building a brand and starting a business with it. Like Patricia has staff working for her. She has a whole business based on YouTube. This book, she kind of gives you a glimpse into how she was able to do it. So if you're looking to start a business from scratch, Patricia has you covered. So in this book, she explores your brand, your business, and your beliefs. So with your brand, she tells you how you can use who you are to smash it online. With your business, she tells you how to run your side also like a total boss. And with your beliefs, she tells you how to ditch the thinking that is holding you back. And this book I really enjoyed. I've gone through it, I've read it twice, and I'm hoping to read it again one more time this year. So yeah, that's how good this book is. So these are 7 books from my library that I think are going to be very helpful for you. If you would like to get any of them, I'm going to leave them linked in the description bar so that you can check them out. They are all great books and they are, like I said, life-changing books. If you have any books that you would like me to check out, please leave in the comment section so that I can check them out. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed talking to you about some of my favorite books. I don't know if I will do a second part of this because when I was gathering these books, I realized that 7 was nothing compared to how many books I think are life-changing. So I don't know if I'll do a second one yet. If you would like to see a second part of this, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to share with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. Till next time. Bye.